Here is a good quote. We travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us. Quindi questa penso sia una buona massima. Viaggiamo non per scappare alla vita, ma per far sì che la vita non ci scappi. If we believe the opening quote to be correct, to be true, then I believe that it's up to us. We should learn as much as possible about the places we visit. Se riteniamo che la massima di apertura sia corretta, sia giusta, a quel punto penso sia corretto imparare quanto più ci è possibile a proposito dei luoghi che visitiamo. I ended the previous vlog entry, the vlog entry number 86, introducing the city tour we've taken in Philadelphia. So here we go. Ho concluso la vlog entry precedente, la vlog entry numero 86, introducendo quello che è stato la visita guidata fatta a Philadelphia. Quindi eccola.
Liberty statue right here. Nice little breeze. And right here to your right is 𝐏𝐡𝐢𝐥𝐚𝐝 Israel. To your right. The oldest continuing living congregation in America. And to your right as well is the final resting place for one of our founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin. His grave is right up to the front of the graveyard where you see the green fence. Our United States Mint, the first mint and the fourth largest mint in the country, it is responsible for producing 1 million coins every 30 minutes. So it's highly probable that a coin in your pocket comes from our United States Mint. If we were to go straight, we'll be going over the Ben Franklin Bridge, the gateway to our neighboring state of New Jersey.
You might have heard the guide say, nice little breeze. Well, that day was extremely hot. So here is a suggestion. Should you go to Philadelphia during the summer, we were there in the second half of June. Should you want to take a city tour like this one, where the bus has no roof, basically, so that you can better sightseeing and see things around, do that as early as possible. We started it midday, 11:30, 12, and it was almost unbearably hot. So you might want to pay attention to that.
Okay, one right in front of us to your upper far left is the Ben Franklin Bridge. You can reach the state of New Jersey, which is 5-minute bridge right away. Okay, look to the left where the flags are, that's Fireman's Hall's Museum. It is open for tours. It houses some of the oldest fire trucks in the country. Right in here, Fireman's Hall Museum. The entrance is to the rear. Also on your left-hand side, this is the oldest residential street in the country, right here where the one-way sign is, 𝐿ford's Alley. 𝐿ford's Alley is open for walk-through tours. You have to schedule a tour to go inside one of the houses. There are still residents on the house and on the street, and there are a couple homes on the street for sale, starting at a whopping $1 million. You're not paying for square footage, you're paying for the historic value of the property.
Brief message to the Italian viewers. Ragazzi, non me ne vogliate se non aggiungo i sottotitoli, ma tradurre parola per parola quello che dice il cicerone, diciamo, richiederebbe veramente un'infinità di tempo. C'è la possibilità, molto probabilmente in basso alla vostra destra, di aggiungere i sottotitoli automaticamente generati in lingua italiana. Alle volte ci sono, alle volte non ci sono. Sono magari imprecisi, però vi possono dare un'idea. Cosa c'è di buono è che qualora andiate a Filadelfia a fare una di queste visite guidate, c'è la possibilità di avere l'audio in italiano e comunque anche in altre lingue. Il consiglio che ho condiviso poco fa in inglese era inerente al fatto di quanto facesse caldo quel giorno, quindi qualora andiate a Filadelfia d'estate, noi eravamo a Filadelfia nella seconda metà di giugno, questo tour guidato, diciamo, l'abbiamo fatto nelle ore più calde della giornata. Abbiamo iniziato alle 11:30, a mezzogiorno circa, quindi vi consiglierei di fare questa gita il prima possibile nel corso della giornata. Prima di tutto perché avete più tempo poi per fermarvi, scendere, salire eccetera, però essendo senza tetto c'era un calore quel giorno lì che era quasi ingestibile, diciamo. Quindi questo è un consiglio che mi sento di condividere, di tenere in considerazione l'alta temperatura.
Foreign Exchange National Bank and Trust, one of the first banks here in Philadelphia, is no longer there, but look at the building, it's standing the test of time. I'm a retired concrete worker. Some of that is flagstone concrete, which is heavy, doesn't break or crack. That building has been here for hundreds of years. And look at the concrete. You don't see a break or a crack in that concrete too. Benjamin Franklin was also our first fire chief, and right here to your right was the first fire company. Nice little breeze, peace. And right where everybody's standing is the front side of Benjamin Franklin grave. A lot of tourists come and throw pennies on the grave to pay homage to his saying, "A penny saved is a penny earned." You're right. The Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia, where they burn money.
Yeah.
They also are responsible for monetary policies throughout the world. They also have tours. If you were to go on a tour, when you go in a building, they'll immediately hand you a $100 bill. Within 5 seconds flat, they'll take it back, shred it, put it in a sandwich bag, give it to you as a souvenir. I would much rather have the whole $100 bill, wouldn't you? 1% of public art rule we have in Philadelphia that states if you have a building and start construction on it or refurbishment of the building, you have to put 1% of your total budget into public art. So this is our first display of public art. Is the glasses, they turn colors and light up at nighttime. It's a beautiful thing.
All right.
This is Philadelphia's first display of the 1% of public art rule. You're going to be seeing the second display of the 1% of public art rule on your right hand side where you see the park sign. I don't know what the art and parking is about, but this is the second display in the form of 4 Chinese dragons. This is letting you know you're going to be entering into Philadelphia's Chinatown. Right bottom right of the red light, the Pennsylvania Convention Center. It is comprised of 4 city blocks, 1 million square feet, hosts 7 main ballrooms and 70 meeting rooms. It is host to both the Democratic and Republican National Convention. top of City Hall is the statue of William Penn, one of our founding fathers. That's a tall statue on top of the building in the middle. Right. On your left-hand side of this Macy's building right here, that used to be an old John Wanamaker's department store. John Wanamaker was a retailer and a clothing expert who coined the phrase, "the customer is always right." He was always also responsible for giving cash refunds at that time. He is presently responsible for price tagging on clothes today. That's another one of our murals on the mural arts program. It's called the Tree of Knowledge. He also bought the largest organ in the world. It is still housed in the Macy's building and plays twice a day.
Davanti all'ingresso di questo
You look at this building right here to your left, is just a side view of the old Market Street National Bank. You look at this beautiful Art Deco drawings, carvings. And this is just the first side of City Hall. You see how humongous it is?
You see this?
William Penn was involved in lost everything in the Great London Fire. So when he migrated here to Philly with the Quaker religion, he vowed not to do that again. So that's why you see a lot of brick buildings, because brick doesn't burn. Okay, so now you want to look to your left here, on the bottom left of City Hall, that's a statue of John Wanamaker. You look to your right, that's the front side of the old Market Street National Bank. And if you look to your front, that's the first ever Masonic Temple of Free and Accepted Masons. Beautiful building. To your right, in front of the temple, there's a statue of Ben Franklin giving George Washington his Masonic degree. Right in front, right there. And then across the street is Ben Franklin on the printing press. And then behind him is Philadelphia's first piece of ugly art. What is that? That actually is supposed to be the cradle of democracy, that everybody working together so you hold people up. Beautiful Art Deco building. This is where our railway system runs out. And in alphabetical order, they're all up and down the parkway. Every country is represented. All the way to the front is the Art Museum, home of the statue of Rocky, the Italian stallion. Right to the side of that is Love's sister park, Amori Park. Front right here is going to be the new home for the African American Museum. That is an old family court building, and beside that is the biggest free library of Philadelphia. Now these two buildings plus the art museum were designed by an African American architect by the name of Julius Abel. He designed both of these buildings. If you look at the building right here to my upper left, that's the Franklin Institute. That is our science museum. First female architect, Joanne Fleischer. She was loved to grow her own fruits and vegetables and plants. So she designed this building so natural sunlight would hit every apartment at some point in the day, every day, to cultivate her crops. Now we went to the left of this building right here on your left corner, the Bird Dog Mansion. This is most famously known for the filming of the movie The Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis. To your left up here as well is another one of our beautiful churches. Watch your head, ladies and gentlemen. Olivet Covenant Presbyterian Church. And to our immediate front is the first ever penitentiary built for rehabilitation instead of punishment. However, they locked their inmates in their cells for 23 hours a day with just a Bible and a skylight. A lot of them went insane. It is Eastern State Penitentiary. Two more notable inmates were Willie Sutton, the bank robber, and Al Capone, the gangster. Willie Sutton was once asked, why you rob a bank? His answer? Because that's where the money is. Al Capone was never really a prisoner because his best friend was the warden. He had dinner with the warden every night. To your right is the Philadelphia Museum of Art Annex. Look at the beautiful Art Deco building. Look all the way up at the top and see the top. This is where they restore and repair art for the main museum. Look at the doorway. Beautiful building. This is my version of Philadelphia's ugly art park. So that piece is like a broken branch painted silver, but in a piece up here, you're supposed to be able to spell the word art, A-R-T. See if you can spell it. See it? You see the A-R-T? In this art right here. Those are the Rocky Steps. 72 steps. George Washington was 6'6". A real posing figure. We use it as a tight end on the Eagles.
Although I was at the art museum earlier that day, see vlog entry number 85, that is the bus stop where we got off because Eva didn't see that part of the city yet. It was our very first day in town, after all. Quindi, benché fossi stato al Museo delle Arti quella mattina stessa, vi invito a dare un'occhiata alla vlog entry numero 85 in cui appunto ho documentato la mia prima visita al Museo delle Arti sulla scalinata di Rocky, per intenderci. Siamo scesi a quella fermata perché Eva non aveva ancora visto il Museo delle Arti e il Museo delle Arti e la famosa scalinata. Dopotutto questo era il primo giorno a Filadelfia.
Oh, hey! You ready? Picture time!
I don't have to smile because it's from the back. And of course it's because in the morning I didn't take this iconic picture that we had to take. E poi ovviamente al mattino non ho avuto modo di fare questa iconica foto che era doverosissima. What you saw is only half of the city tour, basically, from stop number 1 to stop number 12. La parte che avete visto è più o meno la metà di quello che è il city tour completo. Avete visto dalla fermata 1 alla fermata 12. And it is from stop number 12, the art museum, that then we took a nice walk back into the city center, which will be the subject of the next vlog entry. E dal Museo delle Arti fino al centro della città che abbiamo fatto una piacevolissima passeggiata che è proprio l'argomento, il soggetto della prossima vlog entry.
This video has been brought to you
By us at
Real Estate Helpful Solutions.
We Buy Houses, Helping People.
To find out more about how we can be of help, text or call us at 727-366-6916 or send us an email at the email address you see in the photo.